So we're going to show you guys the infinite XP strategy that is absolutely broken. I know you guys already tried this strategy. Now this strategy is going to be a little different because we're going to add about 2 to 3 different things that you can apply to this strategy to make it more effective. This infinite XP strategy is so good you can actually go to high rounds using this strategy. And on top of that, you guys, infinite Gobblegums, and you can actually farm for camos by using a specific way that I like to use right here. This unlimited everything strategy is as good as an AFK strategy in my opinion, and one of the things that made this thing unique is at the same time you actually having fun and you can actually apply this strategy in multiple locations, and today we're going to go ahead and explore that as well. Now we're not going to show you guys the first step of actually getting the ray gun because I'm assuming you guys already know how to get that by now. Also make sure you guys activate your double XP for everything. And like I said, if you guys want to get those critical kills for those monster camos, we're going to show you guys an easy trick that you guys can utilize as well right here. But before that, let's go ahead and talk about today's sponsor. Want to unlock new Dark Matter, Nebula camo in Black Ops 6 or grind them extremely easy with bot lobbies, make sure you guys check Mish Cactus. They're the biggest and the most reliable when it comes to Call of Duty, and they will help you grind out everything. Enjoy cheap Call of Duty points as well. And if you guys like instant delivery, go check them out. The link is on my bio. They have over 10,000 reviews in Trustpilot. Use code J.ithegamer for discount. Alright, you guys, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and pack a punch this ray gun right here. This is the one that had the toxic damage. You guys already know this strategy. You're going to make your way to this table. I'm assuming you guys already tried this strategy, which is okay. Now I'm going to show you guys something right here. Now if you guys shoot the zombies in the corner of the table, not on the front, not on the side, I feel like most of the zombies are always making their way to this corner. That's how they climb on the table. You notice that they're not even climbing from the right side. I noticed a lot of people shoot the first zombie that explode on the right side or far away from the table. Yes, you still get the kills, but sometimes some of the zombies actually get through. Also, if you guys want to know how to get this ray gun and the first step to actually start this strategy right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link on the description down below so you guys can watch that video of me getting this ray gun and getting this whole strategy set up. But anyway, the second thing that you guys are noticing right here, which is something new that I'm actually doing right here, is that when I do climb on the table, I don't actually stand on the table but on the actual rail way on the back on the corner, and that's going to actually benefit you, especially later on in the round, especially since you want to get those Gobblegums and you want to get to those high rounds. You're going to stand way back here. This is going to give you a little extra time to actually kill the zombies, because later on, once you get to like round 40 something, 50 something, the zombies don't die immediately. They pretty much almost die, but not all the way immediately, and this is going to give you that extra time for you to finish them up with either your ray gun or your other primary weapon. Another thing that you guys need to notice here, this is a new thing that I'm using right here, is using the energy mine. Now if you guys notice that, yes, the energy mine is going to actually kill them, but it's like, what's the point of using the energy mine if they're going to die with the poison or the acid, whatever you guys want to call it? It's because you're actually killing twice as fast. You want to get through these rounds as quick as possible so you can actually get those Gobblegums and get to the next round so you can get for go for high rounds. So the energy mine, while some of the zombies are gonna hit that, you know, the acid, the energy mine is already killing one zombie, and either way they're gonna die regardless, right? I get it, but trying to get zombies killed as fast as you can is the objective. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the zombies have to walk to the acid for them to die, so why not have the energy mine there actually dropping some of the zombies? This right here is going to allow me to actually have double the defense, so why not actually use this strategy? I notice a lot of people are not using this strategy. Now I'm going to show you guys this location. I do need you guys to help me out with this location because I do want to find another strategy right here, and I feel like this location is going to be unique if you guys kind of help me out. I don't know if this is going to work, so I climb up here and I drop the zombies right there. They actually explode. Now they cannot climb through this area, so now the only thing is, I don't know, I feel like this thing got nerfed because I'm not getting the second explosion where the zombies actually die and drop the, you know, the acid puddle on the floor. So it's like I kept shooting and shooting, it's not working. So I feel like they must have this on top of update because I'm not getting a second one. So I did drop an energy mine on this location just to see if maybe I can get the energy mine to kill the zombies on this side while I actually drop the zombies on this side. So I'm trying to find a way to actually you know, similar to table, to get the zombies to drop and only come from one direction. And if they do come from the other direction, they get dropped by the energy mine. The only problem is the energy mine is not shooting quick enough, especially with all the zombies coming at me. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys find a way to actually get that location done. And yes, we do have another location, which is going to be by the, you know, the dinosaur, which is going to be on that door. I forgot to put it on this video, so if you guys do want to know about that location or want to know exactly what I'm talking about, we're going to do another video showing that location as well. So yes, I didn't put it on that location, but anyway, notice that if you put an energy mine too close to the table, too close to where they actually die, I'm not sure if it actually matters if you put it right here. I feel like you want to drop that energy mine farther away from the asset, especially if you want to get, because by the time they hit that energy mine, they already dying with the asset either way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's a fake. That I feel like it wasn't, and it was kind of like an accident that I kind of threw it right there. So, but definitely this is the spot that you guys want to hit it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of people already do the strategy. I know, like, what's the point of this video if you already know about the strategy? I just wanted to show you guys that the specific spot that you want to get that thing to explode is definitely that corner right here, because as soon as the zombies come from down the stairs, they're gonna hit that corner, they're gonna turn right away. Also, the zombies coming from the opposite side, they're gonna come, and they don't climb from the right side, they climb from that corner. I feel like that corner is the perfect spot. All right, you guys, notice that I say multiple different ways of the new strategy, right? So we're gonna drop the energy mine, and then as you get higher into rounds, they're not dying right away, as you guys notice. But this, I'm not sure if this is part of the update or the thing got nerfed a little bit. You do want to pack a punch your weapon. The more you pack a punch your weapon, the quicker they're going to die. Right now we're on round 37, so basically this weapon is pack a punch level 2, so they're not dying right away. Make sure you guys actually pack a punch to level 3. And then another thing that you're going to do right here, as you guys notice, is I'm picking up a L353 Casimir, or Casimir. You know what I'm saying? Pick a Casimir. On top of that, you're gonna have the energy mine, and then you got the ray gun, and then you got your primary weapon. Yes, we wanna make this thing where you don't actually do extra work, because AFK strategy, you don't do any work after you hit the AFK, right? So basically, two things. If you guys don't want to work or be running around or shooting, you're gonna go ahead and set it up right here, right? So right now, watch this, they're gonna start dying immediately because we pack punch the weapon. So now they're dying immediately. I don't really have to do much work right here. But if this thing disappears, this thing goes away. Now we got the energy mine, which I'm gonna drop it right there. We got the energy mine that's gonna give me an extra cover. Now I'm not shooting my weapon. I noticed that once I switched to my primary weapon, I have not been getting critical kills. I feel like I was getting it before. I'm not sure if they actually nerfed that thing or my thing was actually glitched. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are getting critical kills. I was getting critical kills, but we're going to show you guys how to get critical kills in case you guys are not getting critical kills by switching to your primary weapon. Anyway, go ahead and throw your Casimir at the last step. Once that puddle actually goes away, you can actually work on actually getting another asset drop right here. So you just have to go ahead and keep shooting. As you guys notice right there, the puddle actually dropped, but the match was pretty much over. So if you guys have about 20-40 zombies and the puddle is not working, I will go ahead and throw the Casimir. Your energy mine is already sitting there. See, this is why I said that corner is perfectly, because that's where they're gonna climb. And notice that the ones on the left side are almost getting through. The only reason why they didn't get through right here is because since they're blowing up, it's going to create like a chain reaction. So anyway, the energy mine, the Casimir, and then pretty much pack punch weapon. Those are the three things that I noticed that I'm doing different than before. Before, I didn't even go to a high round, to be honest. I used this strategy. I exfil like around round 31. You exfil round 31, you get the XP, and then you just repeat the same process again. But if you guys want to go for those high rounds, especially to get those, you know, rate Gobblegums. If you guys want to get those legendary Gobblegums, you have to go for high rounds. So if you guys want to go for high rounds, this is one of the ways you guys can do it. Also, another thing you guys need to do, make sure you guys have double tap, and then make sure you guys have something where you can actually buy like mutation injection or the helicopter. If you guys use the puddle right here and the zombies start getting harder and harder where the acid is not actually working, this is where you want to take advantage of the mutation injection, some of the stuff. The amount of salvage that we are dropping here is absolutely insane, you guys. So you're going to be able to buy those mutation injections, and you're going to be able to buy those helicopters either way. So some of the damage is going to come from the acid. The next is going to be with the mutation injection or the helicopter and the Casimir and the energy mine. All right. This is where you're gonna go ahead and work on your critical kills, especially later on in the round where they're not dying right away. Okay, if you guys wait for a later round where they're not dying right away, they take 90% of the damage from the acid. The other 10% they're gonna die regardless. Once they climb on the table, they're just gonna drop. If you guys pull up your primary weapon right here and then you just aim straight, as soon as they climb up, you guys, you can actually get, look at all the critical kills that you can get right here. They pretty much are almost dead. All you guys need to do is just finish them up with your primary weapon, so you're getting easy critical kills, especially since it's round 41. A lot of your weapons are not going to be doing a lot of damage. So since the acid is doing most of the damage, you pretty much just finish it up with your primary weapon, because if you guys don't use the acid, for example, it's going to take a lot longer for you to actually kill them with your primary weapon regardless. So you pretty much taking advantage of the acid, and then you switch to your primary weapon, and then you just work on your critical kills. I mean, this is like the easiest way to get critical kills, to be honest, right here. Just pull up your primary weapon as soon as they're climbing on the table, especially if you time it the right way. So make sure you guys pull a little bit back from the table, let them climb up, switch to your primary weapon, and then right there, if they getting through, you guys, if they getting through, you're gonna finish them up. But this is why I say, especially later on in the round, early on, they're gonna die immediately, so it's not gonna work. You're just gonna have to shoot down where right before they die, you're gonna have to shoot down, and a lot of the critical kills are not gonna hit. If you guys want to complete this tribute event, definitely go ahead and use this strategy. You're gonna get a lot of XP. But anyway, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Today's video is sponsored by Control Freak. I'm happy to say I'm officially partnered with Control Freak, one of the best items that you can use to help you with your performance while you play. Recently, they released Speed Cola Edition performance thumbsticks with a collector king case. If you guys are wondering, can you get Control Freaks on your favorite device? The answer is yes. From Nintendo Switch to Xbox, PlayStation, and you can also find great editions like the Destiny, South Park, and Call of Duty. Type J.ithegamer on the box right here and then click apply. You should be able to get the discount after that. Go ahead and use code J.ithegamer for 12%.